Perhaps we shall get the Reaper's attention. Now there he is!
I knew I heard something.
Burn, Reaper, burn! All I say, green vomit! That's pathetic! If it didn't work with the afflicted, it won't work with you! You just got exercised! Whoa. There's a Daedra heart and 3 black soul gems. Already filled in that one. Starting to think that he was... weaker than Periite! Probably is. And Periite isn't taken seriously by the other Daedric lords himself. Let's see. Ooh, Spelltone!
Who's there?
I can summon Wrathman! Although, why do you want to?
Where'd you come from?
Keeper! Yeah. Gives you time to summon a Dremora. You too, Keeper! You know what? It'd probably be a better idea if you created a glass sword that caused maximum burning! Useful against undead. Although, not Dawnbreaker, because that already does that. And it's not good for Serana. Hey! Don't pick on her! Your Dragonbone Battle Axe is now Nidra's knees. Probably won't use it himself, but he might find a follower that likes them. Yeah. And he's still got quite a way to go before he's good enough to do that. Right. Taking care of the Reaper. You can now summon Arvak wherever you want. Well, wherever you want that's outside. Can't imagine you'd need him indoors. And the only other things to do are go find Valerica and the remaining 2 pages of Jib's Opus. Yeah, Jib's Opus. Yeah, that's the right way of saying it. Keep getting the pronunciation wrong. Might as well do business with him while we're here.
Bro, brought some soul husks? Or are you wasting my time? Of course I do. What do you want? Oh, wondrous blade. Never mind. Just take the darn thing.
Drop the bow. Ooh, what's this? Good. Only one more to find. Yeah, drop the orcish bow. That orcish sword is enchanted, so it's worth more. Oh yeah. Who knows, we might find the missing page there.
Who's there?
Pathetic bone men. Send something stronger next time! At least you could have done is send more of these! Ones that don't take a couple of slashes to get rid of. Ah, you want to summon Narvac? Yeah, might as well test them out. Yeah, figured that much out.
I'd heard stories about the Soul Cairn, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, it's about what I imagined. Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here. Well, I think it's specifically the Black Ones. I don't know if the Soul Cairn takes just any leftovers. Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the Ideal Masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living. I don't think anyone's ever met the Ideal Masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground, I have no idea. Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power, almost like a currency. A very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here. Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them. Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the Soul Cairn gives you something much more powerful. Ah, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back. No. But there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel. She wanted to get it as far away from my father as possible. I can't imagine a better place. Then we find out where she hid it. If she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or... you know what I mean. Probably to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he could get his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here. We won't know until we find her.
Good. Now she looks presentable.
Mother? Mother!
It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it!
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal, his place in oblivion. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.